Paul Tracy, meantime, up front, has closed on Zanardi.
Does he have room for a move? No, but he lights up those Goodyear tires, pulling right up onto Zanardi's gearbox.
Now Zanardi is on the softer Firestone tires, so maybe what we talked about at the beginning of the show is starting to play. He ran those tires very hard in qualifying, and Paul Tracy did not. And Paul Tracy now looks like he's ready to pounce. A great view looking out the back of Zanardi's car. The best place to see if Paul Tracy is going to try and make a move. If you're going to try and pass someone here, you're going to have to go for it. But we have an indication now, full course yellow.
Raul Boesel from Brazil with his fourth team in as many years, looking for his first top 5 finish since the final race of the 1994 season. It's been plagued by a lot of bad racing luck.
Here comes an on-fire Zanardi. Zanardi knows he doesn't have much time left. He has one of the fastest cars here, probably other than Pruitt. So he's got to try and pick his spot and pick up some of those spots. What you're thinking right now is, Bob, you're trying to think, okay, I've got to get the power down well. I've got to get out this corner because the best place to pass, obviously, is in the braking zones for the chicanes. But it did appear as though Raul actually got a little better drive coming off that corner.
Zanardi runs in 7th. He'd like to score as many points as possible before they load up the cars at the end of the day and fly them back to California for next week's Grand Prix of Long Beach, which will be coming your way at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central and Pacific here on ABC. Be sure to be with us for that.
Zanardi closes in on the brakes. You can see he went a little bit wider, trying to get a better shot. Now this will be important. How can he get onto the back straightaway? He carried some brake in there and seemed to, again, to lose a little bit of speed coming onto the back straightaway. These Fords, people in years past have said the Ford hasn't had a whole lot of power. But I tell you what, that Ford is having no trouble at all with this Honda. Right now they're using all the revs, they're using all the fuel. We heard from the pits that everyone has been notified it's a timed race, so they will put everything to full qualifying mode, and they're just going for it. Nearly 15,000 RPM they twist these things, and you can hear it.
Now, unofficially, just a little over 4 minutes remaining, which will only be about a couple of laps before we'll see the white flag and then the checkers. So if you're going to make a move, it's going to have to come soon. Before we move on to the Toyota Grand Prix of Long Beach, the championship points begin to accumulate rapidly.
Zanardi had a little bit of push in the final corner, meaning that the car did not turn as well as he had hoped, and that's what's making it tougher.